What does the 2024 presidential election hold for America? How will the legacies of Biden and Trump shape their appeal to voters? These are questions that are not only pertinent, but also ignite a sense of intrigue as we stand on the precipice of another pivotal moment in American history. As we turn our gaze towards the horizon of 2024, the silhouettes of two familiar figures loom large. On one side, we have Joe Biden, a seasoned veteran of the political arena, who has spent the better part of his life serving the American public. His legacy is one of resilience and dedication, punctuated by his role in leading the nation through a tumultuous period marked by a global pandemic and social unrest. On the other side, we have Donald Trump, a figure who needs no introduction. A businessman turned political maverick, his presidency was nothing short of eventful. His legacy is as arresting as his personality, defined by his unorthodox approach to politics and his efforts to shake up the status quo. In the upcoming showdown, these legacies will not just serve as a reflection of their past, but also as a lens through which voters will view their future potential. As we move forward, we'll delve into their distinctive leadership styles, the policies they championed, and the accomplishments they have under their belts. We'll also make some educated guesses about their potential policy platforms based on their past decisions and priorities. Furthermore, we will try to gauge how these might resonate with the evolving needs and concerns of the American electorate. From public sentiment to changing demographics, from international relations to campaign strategies, we'll attempt to paint a comprehensive picture of the electoral landscape as it could shape up in 2024. We'll explore how Biden and Trump might tailor their campaigns to resonate with shifting population trends and sentiments, and how international events during their presidencies might impact their global standing. As we venture further into this analysis, we hope to provide some insight into the potential scenarios and dynamics that could shape this crucial election. So buckle up as we delve deeper into the leadership styles, policies, and accomplishments of these two prominent figures. Stay tuned. How do the leadership styles of Biden and Trump differ, and how have they evolved over time? As we delve into this question, let's first look at Joe Biden. Known for his empathetic and diplomatic approach, Biden's leadership style is characterized by his willingness to listen, build consensus, and foster unity. Over time, this approach has been refined, with a greater emphasis on bipartisanship and tackling issues such as climate change and racial justice. On the flip side, Donald Trump's leadership style is remarkably different. Trump's approach is more direct, often characterized by assertive and decisive action. He's always been a disruptor, unafraid to challenge established norms. Over the years, Trump's style has evolved to be more combative, particularly in matters of international relations and domestic policy. These contrasting leadership styles have shaped the political landscape, influencing policies, public sentiment, and global relations. As different as they are, they share one thing: a desire to lead America into the future. As we've seen, both leaders have distinct styles that have evolved over time. What have been the key policy decisions of Biden and Trump, and what can we expect in 2024? Diving into the past, let's first look at Joe Biden's presidency. His tenure was marked by a keen focus on climate change and healthcare reform. His decision to rejoin the Paris Agreement signaled his commitment to tackling global warming. Furthermore, his expansion of the Affordable Care Act displayed his dedication to ensuring healthcare for all Americans. On the other hand, Donald Trump's presidency was characterized by an America First approach. His key policy decisions included tax cuts, deregulation, and a hardline stance on immigration. He withdrew the U.S. from the Paris Agreement and the Iran nuclear deal, emphasizing national sovereignty over international cooperation. Now, let's gaze into the crystal ball of 2024. Biden, if he decides to run, will likely continue his focus on climate change and healthcare. We could also see a push towards more progressive policies, such as student loan forgiveness and a higher minimum wage, as these issues have gained traction within the Democratic Party. Trump, should he throw his hat in the ring, may revert to his tried-and-true playbook. Tax cuts, deregulation, and immigration reform could once again be at the forefront of his platform. However, he might also need to address new challenges, such as the changing nature of work and the ongoing effects of the pandemic. However, it's important to remember that the future is fluid. The policy priorities of both potential candidates will likely evolve in response to the changing needs and concerns of the American electorate. A sudden economic downturn or a new global crisis could drastically alter the political landscape. In 2024, we might see a battle of legacy versus vision, past versus future. Will voters lean towards the familiarity of past leadership, or will they seek out new solutions to emerging challenges? Clearly, their past decisions will play a significant role in shaping their future proposals. How does the public perceive Biden and Trump, and how can this impact the 2024 election? As we dive into this topic, we can see that the public image of these two potential candidates is shaped by a variety of factors. Approval ratings, for instance, offer a snapshot of the public's general satisfaction with a candidate's performance. In the realm of politics, these figures can fluctuate dramatically, influenced by everything from economic conditions to global crises. Biden and Trump, each with their unique leadership styles and policies, have seen their approval ratings rise and fall in response to their handling of major issues. Moreover, their respective communication strategies also play a significant role in shaping public perception. How they present themselves, respond to criticism, and engage with the public can greatly sway voter sentiments. In the end, these factors, approval ratings, public image, and communication strategies, converge to craft a comprehensive public perception. Public perception, therefore, remains a critical factor in the electoral process. What demographic shifts are we witnessing, and how might these influence campaign strategies? Now that's a question that can keep political analysts awake at night. Demographics are like the tectonic plates of politics, moving slowly but with the potential to cause seismic shifts in the landscape. We're observing a multitude of changes. One of the most significant is the increasing diversity of the American populace. As the country becomes more racially and ethnically diverse, candidates must appeal to a broader spectrum of voters. Biden and Trump, each in their own way, will need to tailor their platforms and messaging to resonate with these evolving trends. Another pivotal shift is the rising influence of younger generations. Millennials and Generation Z are becoming more politically engaged, and their values, concerns, and communication preferences are markedly different from older generations. Both candidates will need to find ways to connect with these younger voters, possibly leveraging technology and social media in innovative ways. Now, let's consider the campaign strategies. Given these demographic shifts, we can predict certain tactics. For instance, Biden, with his focus on unity and bipartisanship, might aim to bridge generational and cultural divides, presenting policies that address wide-ranging concerns. Trump, on the other hand, with his populist approach, might concentrate on mobilizing his established base while reaching out to potential supporters disenchanted with the status quo. The role of technology and social media cannot be overstated. It's not just about tweeting or posting on Instagram. It's about using these platforms to connect, engage, and mobilize supporters. From virtual town halls to targeted ads, these digital tools can help candidates reach specific demographics and convey their messages in ways traditional campaigning might not. As we can see, changing demographics and voter dynamics can significantly influence campaign strategies. The 2024 elections will undoubtedly be a fascinating case study in how candidates adapt and respond to these changes, shaping their strategies to win the hearts, minds, and votes of an ever-evolving electorate. What are the potential scenarios for the 2024 election, and what factors could shape its outcome? This is the question on everyone's mind as we approach the anticipated showdown between Biden and Trump. Economic conditions are a major deciding factor in any election. The health of the economy, reflected in indicators like unemployment rates, wage growth, and stock market performance, often sways voter sentiment. If the economy is robust under the incumbent, voters may be more inclined to stick with the status quo. Conversely, a struggling economy could push voters to seek change. Public health crises, too, can dramatically shift the electoral landscape. The COVID-19 pandemic is a stark reminder of how a health crisis can thrust unexpected issues to the forefront and shape the public discourse. The management of such crises and the response to future health challenges could significantly influence voter decisions. Geopolitical events also play a crucial role. The relationship between the United States and other nations, the handling of conflicts and crises abroad, and the stance on global issues like climate change can sway voters who are concerned with America's role on the world stage. Let's not forget the role of technology and social media. These platforms have revolutionized how campaigns are run, allowing candidates to connect directly with voters, shape narratives, and respond in real time to unfolding events. How Biden and Trump utilize these tools could significantly impact their reach and appeal. Lastly, the candidates themselves are a pivotal factor. Their leadership styles, policy proposals, and public image will influence voter perceptions. How they evolve as leaders, respond to challenges, and engage with the public could determine their success in the 2024 electoral race. While the future remains unpredictable, analyzing these factors gives us a glimpse into possible election scenarios. The 2024 election promises to be a fascinating contest, shaped by a myriad of factors, each with its own potential to tip the scales in favor of one candidate or the other. As we inch closer to the election day, these dynamics will continue to evolve, adding more layers to this complex and intriguing political battle.